how sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated. So happy to have you guys here with me tonight on this lovely, actually technically it already started. I was going to say Comic-Con weekend, the eve of Comic-Con weekend, but it's already Comic-Con weekend. So welcome to Comic-Con weekend. You are here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family. I am your father. Name that movie. But also, just happy to have you guys here with us tonight. Of course, if you have a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, vlog, OnlyFans, newsletter, or smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat, support one another, plug yo shit. We've had some fun Comic-Con announcements already on the toy side. It's funny, there's not really a lot of movie things. I feel like that hasn't been happening a lot. But we'll talk about the toy stuff and whatever else you guys want to talk about. Actually, this is the part usually where I say, but if you have a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, OnlyFans, or newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put in the chat, support one another, plug yo shit. Yeah, super excited. The guys already went today, and they got some cool footage from the con. Saw some cool things at the con, so excited to go down there and see it for myself. New York Comic-Con just hits different. It really just hits different. So yeah, talk about that. Talk about the movies I've been watching. I've made some progress on the lists, and like I said, we'll talk about whatever else you guys want to talk about. But of course, without further ado, we'll bring in the man, the myth, the legend. Did I misplace that button? I think I did misplace that button. So I have to do it manually.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
But of course, if you've not done so by now, hopefully you've poured yourself a a little bit of,
more specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
so good. So good. And you know what? It is so fitting because we just finished our Hudson Whiskey New York. How apropos that we finally finished it on this New York Comic-Con weekend. But happy to have you guys here with me today. And let's get the show on the road. Let's get the show on the road. Tony in the house. Good to see you. Saying hi to Rambling. So Anthony actually messaged a screenshot of him being first in the chat. And yet, even though he was there probably 30-ish minutes ago, Ecamm Live said no. You will not be the first one in there. Not bad. Wrapping up stuff for NYCC. How are you? There you go. Exited Fortnite. How's Fortnite going? Happy birthday to Creativity from the Future in the house. The chat's out of order. So somebody's birthday. I think Ultra's birthday, or is it tomorrow, Ultra? You said thanks. So I think it is your birthday. I thought it was tomorrow, or it's the 9th. I'll catch up in the chat and find out. Dave's Dimension in the house. Good to see ya. Last Friday from Walmart, I got the Classified Crystal Ball, my second Ultimate Edition 27 CM Punk, which I attempted to use as parts to convert Elite 115 CM Punk into Ultimate, which failed. Yeah, the sometimes using the Ultimates or using the Elites to mod your Ultimates is a lost cause. Unless you're doing a head swap or just taking off the soft goods, which they may not fit also. So usually it's a tough That's a tough one. Oh, let me plug in. So I'm plugging my phone because how many of you guys kind of let your phone just get to 0? And not even on purpose. You just don't really get around to it. I work from home and yet I just don't get around to charging my phone. Every time. This is whoa. There you go. And I found the new WWE Elite Farewell John Cena figures and got not one, but 2. There you go. Dave said he's actually looking for that one. All right. I don't know what that one. I don't think I've seen that one. The Farewell John Cena. Nilda in the house. Good to see you. Did I say hi to Creativity from the Future? I don't think I did. I think I was trying to figure out something. Wait, did I? There you go. The birthday thing distracted me. And that's where I got sidetracked. Let me do something real quick. Apologize in advance if you end up hearing any kind of echo. For a lot of you, day ones, a lot of you supporters, you should have wrenches. So I'm not sure why you don't have wrenches. Outside, I just sometimes forget to add them because Ecamm doesn't show me, or Ecamm doesn't let me add wrenches. I have to do it manually in YouTube. So I think everybody here has one now. Yeah, you guys should all have one. Perfecto. Good to see you, my friend. Birthday. Oh, it is tomorrow. Okay, it is tomorrow. The mustache. What's wrong with my mustache? Grandpa Archer. What? Jamie Pale Rider. Good to see ya. Nice dash. There you go. Dave got it. Yeah, I don't know why you guys talking about my mustache, but there aren't many things that have popped up where I'm like, oh, I need to buy that at Comic-Con weekend. This is going to sound stupid considering what's behind me. I don't tend to buy a lot of autographs or selfies or anything. But I seem to be doing it like it seems to be my one purchase at cons lately. So like I'm saying that, but then like I've been on this streak of getting them. So, if there's the one purchase I do at Comic-Con this weekend, depending on the price, it will be Shredder. I think that'd be great. I think that would be great. Patrick in the house. Damn, how long I've been asleep. Archer's gray. Oh, that's what you guys are talking about? The gray? No play for Mr. Gray. Yeah, I've aged. We're on what? We're on episode 5,000 at this point. Time. What is time? Actually, there was a time where I used to say the episode number, I believe. But I still keep track in the title, as you guys see, but I don't ever really say it. Today's what, 278? Just crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, I've gone gray. It's going to be a problem. Not having the gray split up everywhere. Yep. Doing a test run of makeup for this weekend. I posted a picture this week and that was my probably third and fourth hint. I think I dropped a bunch of hints in that one post, but you guys still have not guessed correctly what I'm going to be for Comic-Con. The closest person so far that nobody has consulted with is Patrick. I said it on the Daily Planet. Patrick got the closest as to guessing who I was going to be at Comic-Con. I'm not, maybe, here's what I'll do. I'll give you guys two options. Two options. I could either repeat some of the hints I gave, or I'll let you guys ask, just because it's coming out of nowhere. I'll say 5 questions. Actually, since I have YouTube open, where is it? Here it is. I'm going to do a poll. To guess my cosplay. Would you rather me repeat the hints, or you guys ask 5 questions? Now, for the 5 questions, there's obviously more than 5 of you in the chat. So you're going to have to be really strategic here, right? Maybe even amongst yourselves, you guys figure out, all right, first question, this person goes. Second person, this person goes. Or second question, this person goes. If I give you the hints, if I repeat the hints, I won't say whether you guys are close or not. I'll just say yes or no. You know what? If I repeat the hints, I will say, how can I phrase this? I'm trying to make it difficult. If I repeat the hints, then I will only say yes if you guys are like close. But maybe I'll put a timer on, right? Maybe it'll be like, I don't know, a minute. Maybe that'll be it. Should there be a prize for who guesses correctly? Should that be a thing? This is tough. I didn't plan this out. So you guys give me some suggestions as to how we should do this. Give me some suggestions. Love it. It's tomorrow, nerdy. SOB. There you go. Dada Films in the house. Good to see you. T3 in the house. Good to see you. Steve-O in the house. Good to see you. Steve-O and Louie were our men on the ground today at Comic-Con. So any footage that we shared most likely came from them. So I'm jealous. I am jealous. Guys saying hi to each other. I'm for the 5 questions. I think we're losing. Sure, for free. Oh, free shirt. We can do a free shirt. You guys want to do that? Free shirt. Let me give it another. I'll give it until 8:35. It's 8:32 right now. It's weird. I can't see the whole. There we go. Like I couldn't see like the options. So right now, the repeat the hints is first place. So you know what I'll do? I'll do a since repeat the hints seems to be in first place, I'll do a you're getting warmer or colder. But you know what? I'm not going to say colder. I'm just going to say warmer. Like you guys can like put in like your choices and I'll say warmer, but I won't even say whose guess is warmer. Could make it really difficult. But the winner, whoever guesses the cosplay correctly, will get a free shirt. Good idea. Dada Films. Now, 2 more minutes until I close the poll. I'll get the shameless plugs out the way in the meantime. We, of course, have youtube.com/nerdaffiliated, but there's just straight up nerdaffiliated.com, your one-stop shop for all things nerd affiliated. Links to the latest videos, links to join the Nerd Foundation, links to the podcast, and of course, links to our latest photos. Now, you saw a thumbnail up there. I don't really plug this a lot, I guess, even though I say it, but I don't go there. But on the photography tab, there's lots of fun photo albums there. So, whether it's an event we've gone to, whether it's a toy photography, all that stuff, you could find it over at nerdaffiliated.com. And in conjunction with the video I dropped last night, the photo album is now live for the Daredevil and Spider-Man photos I took yesterday. I gotta say, pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I had a lot of fun taking these. It was also fun just doing the tutorial thing. So if you do want, some tips for toy photography, check out that video from yesterday. But if you enjoyed that and you want more of those kinds of videos, let me know. Make sure you hit a like in that video and comment in that video, because just on views alone, I can't tell if people actually were enjoying it. So on that one in particular, of course, I would love it if you guys liked and commented on all of my videos. But for this one in particular, if you liked the toy photography, if you like that behind the scenes / the tutorial thing, of course, let me know. But it's time to end the poll. So let's go back over here. And repeating the hints was correct, or was the chosen option. So the hints I've given for the cosplay were, and you guys see that? Oh, you guys could see that. Nice. Wasn't sure. Before I get to the hints, actually over at the Nerd Store, of course, if you want to just support us, you can pick up some cool merch at our store. But you get a free t-shirt if you are the one that guesses correctly. Once again, I'm going to say what the hints were for the cosplay. And if people in the chat are getting closer to the answer, I will say warmer. I will not say colder. And I will not say who is getting closer. You guys are going to have to do some teamwork to kind of figure that out. I have faith in you. No worries, T3. Patrick said, I enjoyed that one. Was watching while getting ready in the AM. Was a chill video. Yes, that's what I was going for. So I'm glad you liked it. K-Walk Comedy in the house. Good to see you, Kathy. Doing a drive-by, checking... like that kind of drive-by or like a different kind of drive-by. Checking out the Eagles tonight. But I dropped my thumbs up. So, of course, you guys, if you can, make sure to hit a thumbs up down below. And if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. I assume if you're here now, you're subscribed. But if not, hit that subscribe button. But all right, you guys have until the end of the show to put your guesses in as to what the cosplay may be. And in the meantime, I am going to start getting some Comic-Con stuff up. Now, the one thing I'd want to start with, it'll be really, really brief, is diabetes. Buzz. NECA is doing a Out of the Vault this year. On top of that, they have this exclusive Ultimate Train Track Takedown Shredder. Currently sold out online. Might still be able to get it at the convention. Comes with some fun accessories. I don't collect the tune line. I had started to, and then was just like, I got nowhere to display them. I also was just like, while I did love the cartoon as a kid, as an adult, I don't have that, like, oh, I have such fond memories of the animated series. I liked it enough that I watched it all the time, and it got me into the movie, but the movie became my like ultimate version of the Turtles. So I collect the movie stuff. So while this is cool, because I don't collect the animated line, I don't really feel like I need to, pick this one up. But they did an SH Figure Arts thing here. If you guys remember, SH Figure Arts released a Vegeta that had the crossed arms that were connected, so you can attach it to your other Vegeta figures. NECA did the same thing. So tips to them. Tips to them. Dada said, if you do win, get the X-Men font t-shirt. It brings me joy. Like, you guys already know a lot of this stuff because you're here. But it brings me joy when I go out to public and people see that shirt and they're like, oh yeah, X-Men. And I'm like, nice. You're a real one. You are a real one. But I mentioned it on the one of the Daily Planet episodes this week. NECA is doing their Out of the Vault series. They brought it back. They didn't have it last year. I don't think they had it the year before, but they definitely had it in 2023. And now it's back, a little bit different. What they're doing this time, instead of releasing all of the Out of the Vault stuff at one time in person, they're doing an online release as well. So you can get these in person or online. And these are going to be your older figures that are no longer in production that they just found. Today's releases, not that impressed. They all sold out. Have no idea how many they had in stock anyway. They all sold out. But I think that was intentional as far as this lineup. I imagine this will be one of the weaker lineups of the 4 days. If I had to guess, Thursday and Sunday will be the weakest. Friday, Saturday will be the strongest. I don't know if they're going to have everything unlocked when you go to the store at the convention. But at the moment, there's nothing I would want to get from their Out of the Vault series outside of maybe if they sold a single release Danny from TMNT 1990. Maybe I would get that. But that was a loot box thing, a loot crate. Let's actually go back. I don't think I got a photo of it. It was on video. Let's just go back on video. Playlists and I thought I started a Comic-Con playlist, but I guess I didn't. 2020. Wait, 2023. We're in 25. 24. Oh, wow. 22. 2022 is when we did the Captain Americas. That's crazy. That's crazy how time flies like that. All right. Comic-Con. Let's see. Full lists. Sorry, Anthony. I'm going to have to remove some of these videos. It would have been... That's 21. Did I not do a video for 2022? I thought I did. Did I not do a Comic-Con 2022 video? I know I got photos. What did we... I'm going to be very disappointed if we didn't do a Comic-Con 2022 video when we were all Captain America. 2023. I had to have. Yeah, because there's that shot of Anthony and Anthony and I at the NECA booth when I got the Out of the Vault stuff. That's what I was looking for. Here we go. I knew it. Exactly. Patrick knows. No, I've seen it. Now, another thing too, I for a while I was doing this thing where the intros to the Comic-Con videos were like an homage to a movie. And the movie was somehow related to whatever convention I was at. I feel like I'm drinking this freaking stuff as I'm drinking. Or maybe it is just the whiskey. So I was doing a theme. I was doing a theme, and let me know what you think this movie was that I was referencing for this convention. I said it before at some point. I think it might have been a video or something, but I'll go back to the beginning and let me know the movie. I'll give you a hint. Dave was probably the closest to guessing what this movie was without even that being the question.
Hello there. These are the sabers you're looking for. And right now...
Not only did I get an ad read on the video, the ad read was for Theory Sabers. At least somebody in the community is getting the ad points for it, you know? At least somebody's getting the ad points for it. Dave got it. That's what I was going for. Oh, was this the first time we did the Cheers opening to Comic-Con? Anyway, I got to rewatch this video. You know, we make so many videos here, not as a flex thing, but we do so many videos. I like forget what's in a lot of these videos because just time goes by and they're a distant memory. But let me see if I can find it. Here it is. On the inside, and probably actually under the mask as well.
Why are you crying?
Finally got Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know, cash a card.
card.
See? Paying for me.
Well, I have to make up for a lack of videos.
Yes.
Yeah, so that year they did they re-released the, I almost said John Matrix, but that's Commando. They released the Arnold Schwarzenegger, what was Dutch? They released a Dutch figure from the Predator movie, and they released from Predators their translucent Predator. So I was able to pick those back up. The most popular thing they had, though, was the 4-pack turtles from the concert series. That was what they had. Did I not give you guys the hints to the cosplay? I don't think I gave you guys the hints, right? Why didn't you guys tell me? I didn't give you the hints. I just remembered. I didn't give you guys the hints to what the cosplay was. Well, the hints were, it is a show. By the way, for everybody who's new that jumped in, I know Josh jumped in, Gen X Podcast jumped in, Millennium jumped in, Legacy of Nerd jumped in, Rex jumped in. So the contest that's going on right now is, I'm going to give you guys hints to what my cosplay is for Comic-Con this weekend. Whoever guesses it right gets a free t-shirt from the website. I will not say, I will, if somebody is close, I'm going to say like warmer, right? Or hot. I'm just going to say warmer. But I'm not going to say if you're cold to your questions that you guys ask in the chat. I'm just going to say warmer. Whoever wins gets a shirt. And I will not say if you are warmer or if you are colder. I'm just going to, as the chat goes through, I'm going to say warmer if people are getting close. Winner gets a shirt. Does that work for everybody? Okay, so the clues were, I'm just going to say warmer. It's a show I loved. It was a show that got canceled. Show I love, the show that got canceled. And then I had posted a photo online telling you guys to guess what the cosplay was. And in it, I had some scarring on my face. I think those are like the 3 hints I had. So canceled show. I loved the show. Scar on my face. Obviously, you see what's going on right now on my face. Guess the show. Winner gets a shirt. Dave actually will get a free shirt as well for guessing the intro to that video. So Dave, hit me up. Pick a shirt on the website. Or hoodie. I'll do that. Because you guys are real ones, you'll get a shirt or hoodie. Whichever you prefer. And yeah. I think we left off talking about the NECA Vault, and that's what got me to that video. We'll do one more. I want to do one more. No prize for this one, but I just want you. Let's see if somebody can guess the movie. We're going to go to Rhode Island Comic Con of the same year. Can you guess the movie? So I'm going to say not for the, this is the only one I'm going to address directly. Not for the contest for the cosplay, but for this, I'm going to say warmer to Josh. Warmer. I might even say hot, actually. Hot. And as a reminder, what we're doing is, back in the day, all of these videos, I used to do an intro a la paying homage to a franchise or a movie. So let me know. In the meantime, let's watch some of this. Yeah. Do miss Sleeping Collectibles. It's crazy how many collectors kind of like, or just YouTubers in general, you know, come and go. Cool dude. Great time hanging out with him at the convention. And I do wish he'd make more videos. 1000%. He pops up every so often, but life happens, man. Life just gets in the way sometimes.
Right now we're in the celebrity area. Well, one of them. There's quite a few of them. Red Ranger section. Starting to slot in.
Funny. All right, warmer. And warmer. This was one of the, this is one of the first edits I ever did that I showed my wife, and she was like, I'm getting nauseous watching you move. So I cut out a lot of the walking stuff here, and I'm still trying to learn how to like master that. Like learning how to master the walking through a convention and recording. And I think one of the things, obviously the shaking of the camera is getting better with technology, but I think what I've learned is that I'm usually trying to take in so much at the convention, and I want you guys to take in a lot. And I'm always like turning. I turn a lot. So I'm like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. And I really need to just like hone in on just like the one thing and just let you guys take it in. And then if I'm recording movement, I'm just going straight forward. And then if there's something to the sides, then I stop and I'll look, you know? Rex said, I'm watching Casper right now with my daughter and just realized Ghostbusters is in Casper. And Josh won it. You know, here's the kicker. Here is the kicker. Josh won the picking. Josh gets a free shirt too. Why not? Josh won what was the intro to this contest, not the cosplay contest. I was going to make the joke when I started the contest of like picking the intro, that Josh would be the one person to not get it. I was like, exactly winning. It was on the tip of my tongue to be like, in this contest of identifying a movie based on the random B-roll clips I put together, guess this nerd movie, Josh was going to be the last person on the list in my, you know, on the betting odds. Josh was like 1,000 to 1 underdog. and he got it. So congratulations to Josh. Congratulations to Josh for you.
More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
And the best part was too, I was kind of being obvious at one point, because right about here in talking about recording stuff, I said, you got to hone in on what you're recording and then pan side to side. So it was right there. It was right there in front of you. The Worcester MA Goth Ghostbuster. Good to see you. Gothbuster. Super cool dude. Met him 2 different times now, actually. Once in Boston in the mall for Comic-Con, and then at Boston Comic-Con this past summer. So make sure you check him out online as well. But yeah, a lot of Predator and Alien, yeah. So yeah, that was what I was going for. If you go back after the stream, check out the intro to the Predator movie. You'll see. Actually, I might as well just play it. Let's see. I doubt this will get copyright claimed, but I could be wrong. Ah, that's not it. I missed the whole beginning. See? And then the planet. Obviously, I didn't have a ship coming to Earth. But I had the Earth shot. I probably should have flipped it upside down. That probably would have been the move. And then, of course, them actually arriving to the jungle. I did it as the truck driving to the convention. Somebody I remember, they said, they're like, oh man, what happened to your truck? There's that broken windshield situation and it sounds terrible. And I was like, no, it's not real. It's just B-roll. Just B-roll. But yeah, Predator was the answer there. Josh is the man. There you go. Yep. Jedi Cantina in the house. Good to see you. So, wow, time is flying on this episode. So yeah, that covers the NECA Vault. I literally only covered the NECA Vault so far in talking about Comic-Con, but let me pull up. We're going to go to Toy Shiz, and he should have most of the things from today I would want to talk about. He's missing one. Oh, no. Here it is. Actually, I might as well just go to the website. So, that wrong screen and that screen. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did. And we got to meet Winston Duke at TerraCon. Did I talk to you guys about that? Did I tell you guys some of the stories you told me about Predator? I can't remember. Remind me if I did. By the way, we still have the contest going on. Get a free shirt or a hoodie if you can guess my cosplay. And all I will do is say warmer if you're getting warmer. Remind me to come back to that Winston Duke thing. But they had some announcements for New York Comic Con. Bill Duke, thank you. Yeah, different Duke. They had a couple announcements. They did a couple of releases today. Of course, you have the Super Scroll here. I thought that was announced a while back, but it's only here now. They also the second Wilford Brimley. No, it's not him. I'm gonna give you guys one more hint. The character doesn't have a handlebar mustache. I'm doing the handlebar mustache, but the character does not have a handlebar mustache. I have a weird feeling it's a cowboy. Again, for those of you who jumped in after the fact, I will not say if you're colder or warmer directly. I will only say warmer if somebody in the scrolling has said something closer to what I'm dressed up as. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. So they had a couple of releases today, but the one that we got to talk about is this here. Apocalypse. Gonna sit down for this one. All right. This is a great release. This is a great release. I'll give you guys one more hint. I'm not saying he doesn't have a mustache or a beard, but there's no handlebar mustache. So Hasbro had teased another made-to-order release coming down the pipe. We were all making our guesses out there. I know that Dan Hu did a poll on it, and one of the guesses was a Fing Fang Foom, and I think that was the number one pick people had. I wouldn't need that in my collection. But what I did randomly want, Warmer, what I did randomly want was another Apocalypse figure. I wanted, because I have the previous one. I have the previous Apocalypse. But the problem with the previous one is when you put them with your X-Men figures, is the previous one's only like 8 inches tall, maybe 7. So it's barely taller than the X-Men. And to me, if they're all going to be attacking, Apocalypse for a photo, it's whatever. I was also struggling because I didn't want to take him off card. The original one is on card. It's on a really sweet card. So when they finally announced this one, I was hoping they would do this at some point. Finally arrived, and it is much larger than the previous. Pumped. So pumped. I want to have him next to Bishop, next to Cable, next to everybody else. And I cannot wait to see this weekend at the convention. Once again, it's making me regret not getting the Sentinel. I greatly regret not picking up the Sentinel. But this one's cheaper than the Sentinel. And I feel like it's well worth the price. I really feel like it's worth the price. X-Men's winning in my Legends collection. Yeah, same. I remember when X-Men 97 came out. I feel like we talked about this, but I don't quite remember. No, we did. We talked about this. When X-Men 97 was coming out, going into it, there was like no faith in the show. There was zero. And that first episode drops, Cyclops does his dive to meet my X-Men. Boom. Home run. And the complaint everybody had was they only had one wave of figures. They're like, where are the rest of them? And they all sold out super fast. And it's because we all were like, how did you not guess this would be the hit show? But, Monday morning quarterback. If I was Hasbro, I also wouldn't have thought this would have been the hit show, because you're bringing back a show that's been canceled since like 96. And you're not even bringing back the original writers. Like, why would you have faith in this show? So show ends up being a hit. Hasbro had 2 releases of 97 figures, and then we went dark for like a year. But they did say that, trust us, there's more X-Men 97 figures coming down the pipe. There is more. And we have been eating. Cable should be arriving next couple days, finally. I have that Jean and Cyclops 2-pack coming, so I'll have a Jean Grey. I forgot I had the previous Jean Grey figure. She doesn't hold up to this one. I saw this one in person and wasn't that impressed. But, you know, we all make mistakes. Warmer. I think they'll release Extra Sentinels the same way they drop in random Dragon Man. Where did that come from? I feel like I saw them release some Dragon Man figures somewhere, but was that online? Was that on the Hasbro Pulse? I don't remember. But I thought I saw that too. The other thing is we got a HasLab announcement. At New York Comic Con, and it's for a Tron set. It is for a Tron set. This might be the slowest backing HasLab I've ever seen. It is not even at 1,000 at the moment. It is not even at 1,000. The movie just dropped, or it is dropping this weekend, and there is no hype for this movie. And this is part 1 figures. They actually have whatever the new one's called. They have those figures on display at Comic-Con, I believe. But this one's a pre-order, a HasLab, and I'm going to break it down a couple different ways here. For one, so is this 375? This is 375? I didn't even catch that. Didn't even catch that. So they decide, hey, good on them. They got a license from Disney. They got another license. They got the Tron license from Disney. Here's the thing. I said it I have so many thoughts. Really hard to articulate it here. I said it in the caption that I had posted. They have such little faith in this line. Such little faith that they couldn't even do the made to order thing. Because they're like, there's no way we're going to make enough of these things and sell enough of these things to justify it. They had to put it under a HasLab to guarantee that if they're going to make these things, they're at least going to make 10,000. At least going to make the 10,000. So that's how we got here. That's how we got to the HasLab, in my opinion. Someday, if I can talk to somebody at Hasbro, maybe they'll confirm or deny. Now, $260 ends up being the price they're giving us for this thing. I thought it was $260 for 4 6-inch figures and 2 light cycles. That is not the case. It is $260 for 5 3 3/4 figures, a display, and 2 light cycles. On top of that, it's a blue and yellow light cycle. Blue and yellow. The shortest, there's not even a long trail here. Not even a long trail. But they went for blue and yellow. Meanwhile, still giving us the red characters. To me, I'm trying my best not to knock figures that I have no interest in. I'm just chalking them up these days to, I don't want it. It's not for me. But this is one where I'm like, you're making yourselves look so bad here. You're making yourselves look so bad here. This, if anything, should have been just like with the retro collection Star Wars figures. This should have been like a 5-pack box that ends up on shelves in Target for like $80. You know, maybe the deluxe one is $120 with the cycles, maybe. But who the hell thinks this is a good idea? This is crazy to me. Crazy. Now, I know how much Mr. Steve loves 375 figures, but they announced as well that this is kind of launching their 375 line. Very much, a new retooling of like, think G.I. Joe figures, the old school G.I. Joe figures that have the O-rings in them. That kind of vibe, you could say. So not your retro articulation, but you have multiple points of articulation. You got some ab crunch, ankle joints, accessories. So I'm down for the 375 line. I think it's a good idea. Not for me. I'm a 6-inch collector. But like I said, similar to the oil crisis in the 70s, plastic's getting expensive, things are getting expensive, and they can fit more bang for your buck into a 375, just like the old school G.I. Joe figures, as opposed to making 6-inch or 12-inch figures like we saw with Apocalypse. So that's crazy. That announcement's crazy. Absolutely crazy. JB in the house. There's only so much they can make from the movie. A lot of the movie was a big graphic scene, only a few characters and vehicles, a few bad guys, and that's it. I watched the original once. I've seen Legacy a bunch. 5-pack special edition with Pulse exclusive with bikes. Call it good. Exactly. This could do worse than the Engine of Vengeance, but there isn't enough fans who know this exists to support make hate videos of it. Yeah. Dude, I mean, I legit forgot I even posted about this thing. If not for the red flashing dot up here, I would have no clue. By the way, shout out to the return of JB. For the new people who jumped in, we are guessing the cosplay winners, or the winner who guesses the cosplay gets a free shirt or hoodie off our website. I am not saying if you're colder in your guesses, but I am saying out loud warmer if people are getting close to guessing it. The hints were show I loved, show was canceled. The character does not have the handlebar mustache, but I'm not saying the character doesn't have a beard or a mustache. And I had posted a picture online of me with various scarring on my face. So I've said warmer a couple times in the stream. Currently, we do have 2 other winners though. Dave won by guessing the intro video for New York Comic Con 2022, and Josh guessed the intro video for Rhode Island Comic Con 2022. Race. That's hilarious. Going back over to Toy Shiz. We had this prototype from Mondo. We have their versions of the gargoyle figures. Previously, NECA had the line. NECA lost the line. But man, I would love to have this on display. No way I'm going to pay. No way am I going to pay the Mondo prices. Because it's going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. But I kind of hate it. I have, Goliath downstairs. I have Bronx and Hudson on display, but I don't have Goliath on display. I really, I loved the Neckline for what it was. I wish it was this version. What is this on the shirt? Is that Event Horizon? Because isn't that Sam? Was it Sam O'Neill? You guys can't see my mouse, right? You cannot see my mouse. Look over Goliath's right side. There's a reflection in the glass there. It looks like Sam Neill. And on the left, I swear that's Judith Hogue, but I know it's not. And it's definitely not the girl from Jurassic Park. Is it Event Horizon with Sam O'Neill? Sam Neill? Do you remember that movie? I know Dave saw it. Dave saw everything. Now, the other thing from Mondo was we got to look at the real Ghostbusters Janine figure. And I got to say the prototype looked better than the 3D render looked better than the prototype. Obviously, that's how things work. I'm not a fan of the pins. The pins are really bothering me, but I am liking the whole accessory pack here. Event Horizon, yes, Sam Neill. So I'm liking the idea here. Did they post any pictures? They did not. And of all the figures, this was going to be the one I would buy based on all the accessories. I think it'd be a fun display piece. But I don't know, seeing it like this, I'm gonna have a hard time pulling the trigger on it. But I'll get to the booth on Saturday and take a look. Somebody wrote, "What's her at?" That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Scrolling down, we had a couple other Hasbro releases or announcements here. You had this Secret Wars or Dark Avengers Spider-Man. I have no connection to that one. Of course, I love a good symbiote suit Spider-Man. I forget who was talking about this earlier today, but it's nice to finally get a new retooled 6-arm Spider-Man because the previous one's trash. I think Shardamus was talking about it. The previous one's trash. I have it. It's not a great figure at all. It's smaller scale than all the other Spider-Man figures. So another 6-armed is great. And I think it's just cool that, yeah, they did. I think it's cool that we at least now have this tooling. So maybe they'll do another attempt at a proper 6-inch Spider-Man figure or 6-arm Spider-Man figure. It's my hope. There was the NECA Predator figure from the new movie coming out. I like that it exists. I like that they're making it. If I see the movie and the movie's dope, you got me. If the movie's not dope, you don't got me. The price point will be the deciding factor on Janine and the desk. Yeah. The desk is going to be, I think, what they're going to say justifies it being more money than a standard release. See if we're just seeing the Hasbro Ghostbuster display. They made them look more detailed than the first version. Yeah, that was a tough one. I'm not going to say I fully regret not getting the Ecto 1. I will say I will say I regret not having the space for the Ecto 1. I think that's where I'm at this point. It looks great. It looks great. And then the video Steve posted today, you know, knowing you're getting that with these three here and then the GB2 figures, if you got the deluxe, you know, looks good. You know, looks good. Otherwise, nothing else really grabbed my attention from New York Comic Con. Those are pretty much the ones. There's going to be more announcements, you know, as the weekend goes through. I'm pretty much out of McFarlane, so nothing there. The Jada Toy Street Fighter figure announcements, you know, those look good. I'm waiting for more Storm Arena. You guys know how much I love those. But again, just looking, they're on my desk here. These, it is a shame that this Spider-Man is paywalled behind a Magic the Gathering release, because it is, this battle damage Spider-Man is pretty cool. They did something with the plastic though. This one is made, I wish I brought the other one up. It also says made in China. The other one's made in China, but the movement on this, it's not as smooth as the original Renew Your Vows body. I don't know if it's a cheaper plastic they use or what. But it's a really stiff figure. But hey, you know, like I said, it's that'll work for some poses if you want to make some cool poses with it. But I feel like he's not moving. It's not moving as smoothly as the previous release. Actually, hang on. I think I have it behind me. Yeah. Immediately grabbing this, it's not the same thing. Yeah, this moves so much easier. What is it? Let's focus on the proton pack. This moves so much easier than this one. Can I even get the same pose? Let me see. Let's see if we can even hit the same pose. Let's do this one here. All right. Got that. Let's try this one. Nope. It's not even posing the same way. Yeah, I don't want to break it. Yeah, it's not. It's the same buck. It's the same body. But whatever plastic they used here, it's just not, it doesn't move the same way. It's stiff. I don't know if they did something different with the ball joint. But look, this is as deep of a squat as I can get him in right now without really forcing it versus this. Same body. You know, so do what you will with that. I haven't tried this swap. The head's not even, it's on there, but it's really loose. Really loose. But you know, for a photo, it'll come out. I'm kind of tempted to leave it like that anyway, actually. I just hate that. I hate how loose that is. Yeah, it is the battle damage is not worth the 40 whatever dollars. I'll tell you that right now. Not worth that. The head sculpt's too loose. It's bothering me. It is bothering me. Pop that back on. And actually, that's not even the right head. I think that's a different. The paint looks a little off. Yeah, they use a different. Yeah, it's different. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. I still like the figure. I do. I'm glad I got it on sale. Somebody mentioned something about trying to pick it up. I got it on Target. They're doing their spend $75 and then spend 40. I kind of want to do some returns to get the 75 promo, but the difference is I think $5. Something like whatever. But this one. This is dope. This one's dope. Moves way smoother, if that's even grammatically correct, than that one. Even though he's not, he's not meant to be as flexible as Spider-Man. See if I can get the second Bully Club in there. But they nailed the look. If for nothing else on this figure, they nailed the look. Yeah, pose is great too. It's nice. I at some point I would like to pick up an extra one of these and attempt to do some weathering on it, add some blood to the nose. As you saw, very photogenic. Posted those photos online. JB said, I saw 12 Daredevils waiting for her to sail. Now I see no Daredevils. Yeah, it's great. It is. We talked about for a long time the rule about, buy it once, buy it right. And even though it doesn't have alternate head sculpts, which I really would have loved, if I only had one Daredevil, that would be fine. Now, is it going to be my only Daredevil? No. Absolutely not. Oh, man, this Spider-Man's really pissing me off. It's really pissing me off. But it photographs well. That's all that matters, right? It photographs well. Let me, I'll scroll up in a second. Let's check Target real quick. That's where I got it from. Let's go here. Marvel Legends, Daredevil. So, Punisher's back in stock. So you can get it shipped to you. And remember, the promo right now is spend 40, save 10, or spend 75, save 20. So obviously, times 2 minus 5 is how they got to the number. So I missed out on the $5, but I ordered 2 Punishers. I actually had 2 This was what I was trying to say the other day. The other day, I made a comment and I didn't really elaborate on it. I'll do that now. I love the concept of being a member at Hasbro Pulse because in theory, I should get first dibs on everything. I save on free shipping, which is great, but I should also be getting first dibs on figures. It has become routine with Hasbro over the last couple of years that if you're a Pulse member and you pre-order something, you are the last person to get it. The absolute last. I'm watching reviews left and right of this figure. Daredevil, Cable from X-Men 97, and my stuff was still sitting there in processing. I just started canceling. I started canceling. I've canceled so many things on Hasbro right now. For one, because I can find it somewhere else for faster and in this case cheaper. But two, I sit on these things for so long that I watch reviews and then I'm like, I don't care about that one anymore. Cancel. So that happened with this one, the first one where, seeing it on Target, being able to get the sale price, save the $10, worked for me. Canceled my Hasbro order. I know there's issues with the head and the eyebrows, but for the price savings, why not? Daredevil, if it's sold out here, but if it gives you the option to see it at your store, pick it up. Spider-Man, apparently a Target in my area has it. So if you can get your hands on it, go for it. Especially, like I said, save $10. Spend an extra, buy a piece of candy, get $10 off. Or pick up some other stuff. Get that savings on there. Get that savings. I kind of wish I got that, but it's fine. It's fine. Guaranteed Jet in the house. Good to see you. He said Tron was good. The new one, you saw it? You just got out of the theater? Good time? Gonna need some badass upgrade guns for that new Marvel Legends Daredevil board again, Punisher, so he can look more badass. I agree. I think I've canceled at Pulse. Except Sentinel. Amazon fulfilled almost all my Gameverse figs with 5% cash back. Yep. People are grabbing that pack and flipping the cards for $40 to cover the cost. That's not a bad idea. Dave said he can't find it anywhere. Look on the Target site, man. It told me just now in store. I saw that in-store message for Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Punisher, but it didn't give me the option for store pickup. So that's why I ordered it online when I saw that. May do some bastardized version where we swap roof setups or something. I wish I got two so I can do the 1 and the 1A. Can't see myself swapping between the two versions totally because it's stickers and not magnetic decals. Yeah, I wish it was magnetic decals. I do. Yep, you saw the new one. Josh said I'm out of here. I'm out, everyone. Have a good night. Tron, the ride was excellent, by the way. There you go. Yeah, Josh just came back from Disney. And Patrick said, good to hear. Cool. All right. I think that about wraps. That's what I did. I got 2 for the reason. There you go. Yeah, I think that just about wraps today's episode. Right now, Josh and Dave, send me a DM or a text with whichever shirt or hoodie you guys want, and I'll put that order in. Nobody guessed the cosplay. You guys got close. You guys got close. I'm trying to think of a hint that I can give for the cosplay, but there's certain details I can't give that wouldn't just give the answer away. So I'm gonna have to withhold that information. Let me see. Dave said he messaged me. Make sure I got it. Nice. Good pick. Did I even make that? I mean, I could put that on a hoodie if that hoodie doesn't exist. So Dave asked for, let's go to screen share real quick. The Carpe Noctem as a hoodie. Yeah, I'll see if I'm able to put that together for you. Let's see if I can do that. And can I let me see if I can put a timer on. Overlay. Text overlay. Count. Oh, there's a countdown. Countdown for amount of time. All right. I'm going to do a 5-minute countdown. And you guys can ask questions. I need to put a rule on the questions. All right, I will not answer questions about if you start naming franchises for me to say yes or no. But if you're asking like specifics about the character, maybe I can say yes. This is tough. You know, I'm going to lower it to 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And all right, it's 3 minutes. I'm going to just say yes or no. And we'll see who wins. All right, I'm going to click 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so no, 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 no. I wish I could play some music. Doom, 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 doom. Do 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 do. That's not a long enough song. Not long enough song. No. Maybe and no. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to scroll Big Bad Toy Store while we play this game. Let's see. Let me switch to screen share. And yes, no. Man, I used to want this figure so badly. So badly. And then Out of the Basement made the comment how it's like the best worst figure. Nope. Because it's like a look that's not accurate, but it's cool. But has a terrible articulation, terrible cloth goods, and again, not in anything. It's not even relevant to the show. I saw this the other day, actually. Didn't know they were making this. That looks terrible. That looks terrible. Oh, man, we haven't been to Hot Toys in a while. We have not checked out Sideshow Hot Toys in a minute. I wanted Hasbro to do the version of Obi-Wan from the Dave Filoni Clone Wars, which we did get but don't own. Good version. Good version. Nope. Let's see. Let's go filters and deals. There are 4 things on sale, man. L to Eblay. The Harley Quinn hot toy. Did they announce the hot toy or was it a statue? I remember seeing. I think you're right. I think they did announce a hot toy. Because in my head I can see the hair from the hot toy. But then I'm thinking it was a statue. Nope. Let's see. Harley. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. Great likeness. Great likeness. The price is crazy though. $315. $315. Sure. Oh, reset the timer. It reset the timer because I switched the. All right, we're gonna go down to. We'll go down to this. You know, I'm going to say yes to Patrick's question. I'll say yes. The choppers guy. I don't know what that one means. Choppers. Oh, I actually was scrolling past a meme earlier where I saw the guy from OC Choppers. I can't remember his name. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious. I look just like him, like with the grays. No, I'm not him. Not him. The funny thing is, though, you guys have mentioned a couple characters earlier in the stream. The person I'm going to be dressing up as, I am fully accepting the fact that people may think I'm somebody else. Like I'm dressing up as one character, but based on the accessory I'm going to have on, people may think I'm somebody else. Yeah. Paul Sr. Not the answer, but that's what I was thinking of. That's who I was thinking of. All right, under 10 seconds. DBZ, no. That Raditz, I forget who said it earlier. They assumed I was going to be Raditz, and the answer to that is no. I wish I had the balls to be Raditz. I do. Patrick's got nothing. You know, here's what's interesting about Patrick. Well, on this one. You have come the closest multiple times. And you've deviated from your the direction that you were going. I'm gonna tell you guys who I'm gonna be. And then yeah. I'm disappointed. But I'm not surprised. This is a tough one. This is a tough guess. as to who I'm going to be. So for Comic-Con this weekend, here it is. I shall be Lieutenant Shax from Lower Decks. This was a tough one. This was a tough one to get. Tough one to get. So he doesn't have a handlebar. He just has a regular mustache. In getting this one, in testing the paint today, I was like, oh, I'm going to leave the handlebar as a joke. And then I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave the handlebar for the cosplay. Why not? Yeah, Lower Decks got canceled. They had this last season was the final one. So like I said, show I talked a lot about. I've told you guys numerous times how much I liked Lower Decks and how much I liked the new Star Trek shows, but my wife wanted to do Lower Decks. That's why we're doing it. So the Gray canceled show, liked the show. Patrick guessed in a different video, Deep Space Nine, where I said no, but that you were warm. You thought Geordi. I said warm. You guys said Worf, which I would love to do Worf. I said warm. But just like with the Predator tease earlier today, I was talking about hints in, let's see. I was talking about Easter eggs and was talking about hints, and I left it paused on this screen where my wife is wearing her Star Trek cosplay. And I think somebody had asked if I was leaving hints or teases somewhere. This was one of them where I paused. It could be Ultramite. Yeah. Somebody mentioned that. So was it you, Dave, that was like, oh, am I doing Invincible? And I was like, no, but that's a great idea. I wish I was that jacked to do that. Bought some gold magnets to do like the, I don't know if it's going to work on the hoodie. To do like the things. And then I'll bust out the wig for you guys, because only the real ones are here so late in the game. Oh, did I just screw that up? Damn it. I put the magnets on a part of the mic arm here, and it's like in a whole thing, and I can't get it out. Great. All right. Hang on. I don't have my contacts in, so I can't see. Can I remove the price tag? Can I? Ooh, Peacemaker was good. So I got this I got this wig to go with it, and we're going to put like mousse and stuff in it. But I'm fully prepared for people to assume that once this is like gelled up and the sides are gelled down, I'm fully prepared for people to assume that I'm Captain Pike. And assume even though I'm going to be wearing a yellow thing. I think people are going to assume I'm Captain Pike. But I also could be James Gunn. Who knows? Who knows? But good to know about the Peacemaker finale. Has the Howard the Duck hair going. This might be my new look. This might be me. You know, it's funny. I was just thinking, like, I could do a whole, like, I guess anybody could. You could do a whole internet personality if you spray on, like, temporary hair color, wear a wig, glasses, and then take it all off when you go out in public. Like Superman. Like, think about it. If I did this look all the time, and then when I went out, if I was like saving the world, I did, you know, like whole different person. Maybe there's something to the Superman thing. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. But with that, we're going to wrap today's episode. And this was fun. Patrick's going to get a free shirt too. I'll be generous. You've come the closest in multiple guesses. I don't know if you ever watched Lower Decks, but Patrick gets a free shirt. It's a good look for you. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's a game streamer, Dr. Disrespect, wig and sunglasses. Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't he have like some controversy going on? I thought so. Yeah. I haven't packed yet. Should probably do that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed in the Spider-Man figure, as I was just messing around with it. Is what it is. I was trying to do one more guess the movie, but I don't think I have any more videos where I was paying homage to anything. I think Rhode Island was the last one. I'm just doing a quick scroll here. Did I do one for the Ghostbusters Comic-Con? I don't remember if I did. By the way, I really need to update the intro video to HeyArcher Live. Anybody who's a channel member who's not in the HeyArcher Live intro, I apologize. I need to work on that. Oh, wrong button. Let's go here. I mean, this one's obvious.
Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? finally made it to the convention despite all the traffic. But it's gonna be a good one. I'm feeling it. It's gonna be a good one. As I say every video. Intro. All right, we have landed.
I missed that intro. All right, I'll end on this one. I'll end on this one. Let's see.
I'm sucking at this.
Did I do it in this?
Oh,
video?
I know. I'm stupid. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't do it there. Somebody can't tell I'm still streaming. Not this one. God, where was that intro? Not that one. These are all clips. Anyway, I used to like that intro. I thought it was a pretty good intro. I can't find it. 23 was a movie. Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, I ran the intro by mistake. Wrong intro. I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys listening. All that fun stuff. And stay. Is this one? This one's not it. Damn. I thought I found it. Did not. Yeah. Appreciate you guys listening. Appreciate you guys watching. All that fun stuff. HeyArcher Live every Thursday, 8:15ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. Daily Planet videos, almost daily here on the channel. Got a new one dropping tomorrow. If I was gonna say if I decide to. It's more of if I have the time to do it tomorrow. It's probably more accurate of a statement. But we'll have lots of Comic-Con coverage for you guys. Tomorrow, the Nerdbusters are rolling through New York Comic-Con minus myself. But they're going to have a good time. And then Saturday, I think it's a mixed mash of things. We got some comments about Anthony's Batfleck suit, but we'll hold out until he gets that in hand. Either way, it's going to be a good time. If we see you guys there, say hello, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. I'm out of here.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.